Good morning, everyone. Today we'll start next chapter. So, in that lead screw, that is continuation of CNC machines and their components. In that lead screw and roller bearings, reciprocating ball screw mechanism, reciprocating ball nut screws, all those things we'll see today. Okay. So, first one, what is lead screw? So lead screw, how it work in CNC? It what is lead screw? It turns rotary motion into linear motion. So what it does? It turns rotary motion into linear motion, combining a screw and a nut. So it combined with screw and nut. It turns a rotary motion. Lead screw is nothing but fixing the screw to a lid where the screw thread is directly contacts with the nut thread. In this case of roller screw, the roller rotates then the nuts are in direct contact. So nut will remain as it is, only screw will be rotating with the screw threads offering great efficiency. So lead screw is nothing but the nut which is having to the screw that remains as it is. Only screw will be rotating as the threads is there for the screw. So the threads efficiency greater than its movement of the screw. So in conventional machine tools, they are used lead screws for motion transmission purpose. So motion transmission purpose we use lead screw. Rotary motion from the drive motors need to be converted into linear motion into various axes of the motion. So it converts linear motion into various axes, means different axes, x, y, z axis to move different axes. And due to the metal to metal contacts of sliding contact between the nut and the screw, so between the screw depends on the nut, tightening of the nut, the friction is very high. This is not suitable for CNC machine due to high frequency poor. It is so this lead screw is not suitable for CNC machine due to high frequency, poor power transmission efficiency, and backlashes. So roller bearing with slideways. So that is about lead screw. Next, roller bearing with slideways. So this is roller bearing with slideways. How it works? See these two are rollers moving from here and there. In between that slideways is there to move the rollers here and there. So what is the working of this roller bearing? The roller bearing is it also known as rolling bearing because it rolls. It is also known as rolling bearing. It carries a load by placing rollings elements between two bearings rings. So in between these two, the rollers are kept so that the load can transfer from here to there. For that, we use this roller bearings. So a load by placing roller element between two bearing rings is called races. This relation motion of the races causes the rolling element to roll with the very little rolling resistance and with a little sliding motions. So for this work, what is that? Two rollers are kept up and between that is slideways are there to move the rollers to transfer this load from this end to that end. That purpose we use the roller bearings. So reciprocating ball screw mechanism. Next, what is that? Reciprocating ball screw mechanism. So how this reciprocating ball screw works? The rotation motion from the drive motors. So from the drive motors to be converted into linear motion. So it will convert to the linear motion to move the various axes of the machine tool. So to move the various axes of the machine tool, it converts into the linear motion. Okay. Next, it conventional mechanism tools, the square threads is normally used for this purpose. So it has squared threads. In case of reciprocating ball screws, the nut is replaced by the series of balls which circulates in the channel. So it has a reciprocating balls with nut which rotates in series of a channel in the form of threads. That is, in a series of form is threads will having one after the other thread. So that is called circulating series of channels. This resulting in the high efficiency rolling motion. So in this way, its efficiency is high motion between the screw and the nut. The ball at the end of the thread portion in the nut will be the repositioned by the backing to the bearing of the thread for by deflectors. So for tightening this, the ball bearing balls go and hit the nut. So this is what the picture of ball screw. So this is screw thread, how it rotates. Next, steel balls. So these are the bearings inside this. While we rotating, the ball bearings will rotate the shafts and the screw will be tightening the nut. So inside this ball bearing, these are the threads. So how it is circular channels means that is nothing but circular threads. These are the circular thread to tighten the nut. Here is the nut and this is a steel balls. This is screw shaft. This is shaft. This end is nut and here we tighten and the ball bearings will rotate roundly to the threadings. So this is reciprocating ball bearings. Okay. So this is one picture of reciprocating ball nuts. Inside it is this is inner part. It is shown reciprocating ball nuts. This is nuts of reciprocating. See, this is inside the threading here there and nuts also. So the nut is replaced by the series of balls. So the nut is replaced by the series of balls. So it rotates, then go on and hit the nut. In case of recalculating the ball screw, the connection between the screw and the nut is thought to be endless. So but from starting to the end portion, the screw will be tightened according to the threads. It will rotate. Steam of the recirculating steel balls. This results in highly efficiency rolling. So as it rotating, the frequency of rotation is very high of the ball bearings in the space between the screw shafts and the nut. So the ball at the end of the thread portion in the nut will be in the reposed by the back into the bearings. So by while rotating, the ball bearings will be moving here and there according to the rotation to the threads. Okay, that way the ball bearings will hit the screw and the tighten the nut. The tube recticle the ball to the beginning of the load. Okay, recalculated by the load zone by the providing to the connection of the roll bearing. So how what happen as we rotate it, rotate, go on rotating, sometime it will slip also. That means that ball bearings will come one by one and hit each other. So see here it is showing reciprocating ball bearing. This is also reciprocating ball bearing. These bearings are one on the other. If it rotates, go and rotate speed. So it cross one ball to the other bearing and it will get problem also. So this is one type of reciprocating ball screw nut. Okay. Okay. Next, what is preloading of the ball screw? What is this preloading of the ball screw? So what it is doing? The rigid of the drive screws are reciprocating ball screw nut. So this rigid ball preloading means loading the loading on the ball screws. So the position of the accuracy can be further improved by the preloading the nut assemblies. So this is what the assembly, nut and assembly. So what it is saying, the ball screws can be preloaded to eliminate the axis display. This also reduces the backlash. Backlash means moving backside also it will reduce. One of the method of following the preloading is to keep the space between the space between two nuts. So that's why we should keep the space between two nuts. So there should be gap between the two nuts. So this increases the rigidity. So what is preloading ball screw? It also increases the rigidity, reduces the backlash and ensure desirable wear. So desirable wear characteristics. So wear characteristics mean different characteristics. A ball screw is a mechanism linear actuator that transfer rotation motion to the linear motion with a little frictions. So with little friction, it rotates rotation motion, and it also rotates and it also move in linear motions. While moving linear motion and rotation motion, the ball screw of mechanism takes place. Okay. So it increases the rigidity and reduces the backlash, ensure the desired waves. So this is a recirculating shaft of the nut. So see here, this is a recirculating shaft. This is shafts and pinion. This is one picture again. Reciprocating shafts and nuts. See, this is inner part. That is outer part. See, this is also ball bearings. Here threadings are. This is threadings and this is screw and this is pinion nut. In between these ball bearings. Next, advantages of ball screws and nut assembly. What are the advantages of ball screw and assemblies? So it is having advantages also. What are the different types of advantages? Advantages using ball screw and nut assembly are high efficiency as compared to the conventional lead screw. So it is high efficiency, high accurate compared to the lead screw. Efficiency of ball screw and nut assembly is very high. So it is very high ball screw and nut assembly. The power requirement for the ball screw arrangement is also less due to reduced friction. So for this power assembly power is also very less. So reversibility, the ball screws and nuts assemble is reversible. This makes it possible to back drive the nuts. So this is a reversible ball screws. So what is this? Reversible ball screws diagram. This is transfer sliding friction to the rolling number of backlash. So this is the picture how it backlash. This is nut, this is ball returns screw. This is, so these are the shaft and this is nut. So how it is rotation backlash, this is backlash procedure. When it moves backlash, the ball bearing inside the thread will jerk sometimes. Okay. Motor, this is screw load. Here we are putting load, this is nut. So this is the picture of revolving ball screw backlash. So advantages, wear life, no stick slips, and number of slips. All these are the different types of advantages. So first one is high efficiency. The power required for driving is small due to low frequency. Next, they have a longer life. So this will be having longer life. The wear of screw is relatively small. The friction resistance offered is small. So friction resistance is very small. Hence, it cannot be used for carrying heavier load at faster speed. So this cannot be used for heavy loads. Okay. So these are the advantages, different types of advantages in ball screw. Okay, different types of advantages. So today what we have studied, today class what we have studied, what is lead screw, how it works. Okay. Next, roller bearings we have studied, roller bearing slideways. Next, reciprocating ball screw mechanism we have studied. Next, by ball screw nut. Preloading, what is preloading, also we have studied. Preloading is now what? Preloading is, it is also a rolling friction. What is it? It is rolling friction, very less than sliding friction. Reciprocating ball screws has very high efficiency of power transmission than the thread of the screw. That is called reciprocating balls nut. Next, preloading. This is preloading. Next, recirculating shaft and nut. Also, we have studied recirculating ball and nut. What is recirculating a ball and nut? So here the threadings, according to the thread, it will rotate the and tighten the nut. So what it will do? Rolling bearing. It is also called as rolling. It is also a load by placing the rolling element between two elements called racer. This relation motion of the racer causes the rolling element to roll with the very little rolling. In between that, the uh, what is that, slides also keep between, so that it can move from here to there, so that it can carries the load from this end to that end. Okay, so that is called rolling bearing. Next, reciprocating, recirculating shaft and nuts we have studied. Next, different types of advantages of ball, screw and nut assemble. Okay, so these things we have studied. Next class we will see next topics. Today we'll stop here. Okay, okay, thank you very much.